Just bear with me. One more song might play, and then we'll be live. Just bear with me a couple of minutes. I'm sure you won't object. I hope you're all doing really well today. Good to see you all here early. Charlotte, Daddy Yoda, Randy, Ellis, Selena, Damien, Ashley, what is happening? Melina, IB Denmark, IB Scotland, Shaney Boy, Tinker. What is happening, people? The Armstrong clan here in force. Effie, good to see you all. I'll be with you all in just a minute. Just in case you're new, you're tuned in to episode 2 of RQHQ. Make sure you're subscribed, leave a like, and I'll be with you in about 3 minutes or so. 3 minutes.
Down in the dungeon is all we know, where the shining light, we never go into the open. As far as you can see it, wasting there a big bright destiny. Don't you feel like breaking free? Open your eyes, embrace what you see now. Don't you feel like cutting loose? Yeah, cutting loose, cutting loose. I'm alive.
Yeah, I did say it'd be worth it. Put one in the chat if you remember this one.
I reach for the summit, calling for you. I close my eyes, can you feel it too? Don't wanna be alone when I got you. Escape with me, let me fall into you. Don't you feel?
Yeah, that's exactly it, Ellis. I feel the same. Right, I think we all know this part. Come on now. Come on. All right. How are we all? I tell you, is it just me, or did we stream the other day and I said to be back on Thursday and we're back? I mean, that's the best. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about tonight. So before we dive in, where can I find this song? all the songs should be along the bottom of the screen. Hang on a second, let's check the bedroom. We're outside just now, it might be in the bedroom. Oh, wait now, I need to do this. There you go. So all the songs that play during the stream, you'll see down at the very bottom as a big sound file, and then the name of the band. They're all on Epidemic Sound, which is the website I use for all my content. The wellness, yeah. I also have 3 or 4 strands of hair that are rogue this evening and are doing this shit. So I'm going to try and not claw at myself for, as best I can. But yeah! So once this song's over, we shall segue. I'm also going to take these off so I can pour some wine. So this week, how we all doing? Oh man. How we all doing? So this week, I was looking through some of the old content, and there's a project that I'm starting, and I needed to get some of my previous material. And popped up in the search on the computer was the original 2016 video of the ISIS Games Red Room, and I was just like, holy sugar. So obviously back in 2016, that was when there was some fairly prolific YouTubers who were, exposing the darkness on the dark web. Cheers to everybody. We're drinking out of Tiny Horn this evening. My wonderful lady Dan got me a presentation tray with 5 mini drinking horns and a hole in the middle for you to hold it in. It's freaking awesome. So, right, let me roll a cigarette and I'll chat to you while I'm rolling this cigarette. So, 2016, there was a lot, that's really when, the Silk Road was being shut down, a lot of attention was being brought to the dark web, and a lot of myths and legends were created then. You had the serial killer diaries, you had the human experiment, you had all these websites popping up that were claiming to be hitmen and all this kind of stuff. And it was, for me, the most interesting era of my deep web investigations. Now, just so we want to do a little refresher course on terminology here. So we have the ClearNet, or the surface web, which is Google, okay, which is basically things that are cached or stored by a search engine for you to be able to search, okay? Now, Google and all of the entire cached internet takes up about 5% of the internet. The other 95% is the dark web, or the deep web, sorry. Now, the deep web is used by journalists and is, a safe haven for a lot of free speech, especially when we have global incidents. Ironically set up, I'm pretty sure, by the US Navy, and it's run off what's called the Tor network, or the Onion router. And it's not like Google, you can't just jump on the dark net and start Googling stuff. The deep web, you can a little bit. There is a little bit of searchability to the deep web. But the dark web, okay, where all of the horrible, horrible stuff takes place, is where all these myths and legends sort of come from. And one thing that's fascinated everyone, always fascinated me, is red rooms. And, what better setting than the dark web for a myth and legend like a red room? How you doing, Holden? What is happening, mate? So you learn as a nerd, right? The sort of capabilities of the tech you're using. And the dark web really was not set up for streaming video. I'm sorry, you just all have to give me a minute. I'm trying to find my oh well, we'll just do it old school. It's not really set up for video. You're not going to go on there and find a dark web version of Netflix and start streaming video, or at least you weren't back then. And I always thought to myself, why would you need to go to those lengths to set up a red room, because obviously the setting is incredible. This unobtainable, inaccessible part of the internet that most people are too scared to access, let alone know how to navigate. And I learned very quickly that the Tor network can be, your browser that you use. So you use a browser similar to Google, just for layman's terms. And you could program it. So you could change the settings in the browser. So the browser settings that I used to use were all of my JavaScript would be off so that scripts couldn't run. Then it would never display images, and it would never display thumbnails or autoplay or register video content. Now, give me a second. So when I was doing my investigations, for me, I used to always go after communities, because communities do a lot of talking. And when you can't see images and you can't see videos, you need to know what's going on. And that's how I used to do my investigations, was go after the communities. And the difference between a community and a site that just sells, content, shall we say, is there was no user interaction on a content site. So the communities were the ones where there was interaction. So not seeing things was obviously a premise, was a must. And during this time, there was the ISIS Games Red Room. This appeared on the deep web Reddit forums. There'd been a couple before, and there's some pretty epic Reddit-based, things that have gone on around the world, interactive games and treasure hunts and stuff, which we'll cover at a later date. But the deep web Reddit page back then was incredible. Sorry, I'm just smoking. It was incredible. And for me, just starting out, you didn't know what was real and what wasn't. You were listening to the YouTubers that were making content on it, but you just didn't know what was real. And for me, it was always about reporting on reality. And I remember round about the time that the ISIS games basically popped up, was round about the same time as I discovered a forum. And I've never in my life felt the fear I felt. You gotta remember, this was like 6 months into using the dark web. At this point, I'm pretty sure I was still recording videos that were square. Do you know what I mean? That was where the shape of the video wasn't even widescreen. And this forum had the names of every single YouTuber that was reporting on the dark web. Every single one. And there was malware that had been uploaded with links that had been washed. So the links, instead of being malware, nasty shit from the darkweb.com, were surface web links that looked kosher. Massive banners saying, do not click any of this, but can we start mass emailing these YouTubers? And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is totally crazy. And there was a video that Chills put in one of his videos about the dark web when the video was available. Sadly, it's no longer available. I'm going to try and find it though, because that was the first time where I'd seen a place where there was real horrible, active, horrible people. There was doctors on there from other countries that dealt in the procedure when a lady does no longer want to be pregnant, and they have a procedure, and they were selling what the women did no longer have inside them. It was bonkers. And there was one individual on there, I'm trying to remember his name, but this guy was notorious at the time, and he was a real horrible bastard. And when I say notorious, I mean, he had a reputation where on other forums, people were talking about the things that this guy had done. I'm sure his name was just something like Psycho or something like that. It was fucking something really generically simple. but it was scary. It was the first time where I really felt, holy shit, what am I actually doing? Because these were sophisticated individuals, and it was scary. But is what it is. We're good. The maddest thing I would say that's ever happened from the dark web was I was contacted by someone who, it was right after I'd done a ghost hunt. If you remember the ghost hunt we done on Surviving Life years ago, it was a few months after that had happened. Some guy contacts me from the dark web asking to meet me in that graveyard because he has information that he's only willing to hand over in person. What? Okay, nay bother. Nah, mate, you're okay. I'll give up. I'll move to the side on the offer to meet random man from dark web in cemetery. Not good. Looking back, it wasn't so much scary, Tinker. It would have been scary if I'd went there. The first few death threats I got were scary. Like the first few, like, really intense death threats. And do you know, the ones that came from like Gmails and throwaway Gmails, they were just laughable. But the ones that came from like encrypted emails from the dark web, it was like, oh, that's a bit scary. But then the more that, you know, you get used to these things arriving, and you got to remember, the last thing you're going to do if you're going to go and do something to somebody is warn them. So you get pretty used to that sort of thing rapidly. Does anyone remember me getting sent that lawyer's letter from Belen Kazar and me wiping my ass on the letter they sent me and then mailing it back to them? Does anyone remember that? That's what happens when you ask me to cease and assist. No, thank you. Okay, so a little bit more about what we're going to cover this evening. So, yeah, you guys remember that. Nice. So yeah, this video was filmed years ago. I think Odin had just been born around about this time, for those of you who know my family, just to show you how long ago this was. And it's me doing my first real dark web investigation. I remember staying up all night. Thank you, Shane. I keep forgetting to mention that, but thank you, mate. Come and join us on Discord. Thank you, Shane. So we're going to start this video. It's about 20 minutes long. We're going to sort of stop during it and talk about bits of it. I would like to make it very clear, disclaimer, that all of the links, all of the onions, and all of the .coms that you're going to see in this no longer exist and are dead. Okay, just to be clear. So before anyone's like, me, there's an onion, me, they're down. This is years old. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's been a long fucking time, Melanie. It's been a long time. Keep in mind, this is from the Fox Company prepping era. This was before Surviving Life. This is proper old school content. And like I say, this is sort of like one of those bonus DVDs where the guy who made it's kind of going to talk along with it. So it might be like an American football game where it says it's an hour long, but you're there for fucking 7 weeks. But we'll try and get through it as fast as we can. So, no, any merch soon. Alex, you know, it's funny you say that. Ellis, who's in the side chat with us, there's a design that me and him have been, I say working on, but Ellis worked on it really, really quickly, got his stuff done, and then my whole life just went crazy. So there is new merch coming. There's a whole new brand of merch, if you will. And not so much a brand, but it's called Good Vibes, okay? The first hoodie set that's coming out is Don't Fuck With My Good Vibes. And yeah, I've sort of become addicted to hoodies and sweatpants shorts. So there's a lot of sort of matching sets of things that are coming, and I just spoke to a new graphic artist the other day who's making little anime characters for a set that I want to be doing as well. Family's good, everybody, kids are great, mum's good, new partner's fantastic, the dog's good, everyone's good. My dog, right, has weirdly become attached to my new partner. Does anyone know the terminology of a simp, right? My dog is a full-on simp for my partner. Let's move to the lounge. There we go. It's difficult being this high up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Randy, you're still the meme lord. You seem happier. Thank you. You know, life is really good. I've got a job outside of this now, so there's a lot less pressure. I'm about to launch a new series that I'm producing on the Sean Atwood channel called the Sean Atwood True Crime Files. I think it's awesome. Okay, I think it's fucking awesome. There's 3 series that are being produced, one on Project Rook, one on Sean Atwood, and one on the Phil Chalmers channel. So you're going to have the True Crime Files, The Darkest Net, and I think Serial Killer Tapes or something like that for Phil Chalmers. And they're all very similar styles of production, and they'll all be linked in playlists on this channel as well. But I'm really excited because it's content that I'm wanting to try and perfect doing, which is narration content. If any of you remember Disturbing, he was a narration channel. So it's narration, true crime, serial killers, and then deep web stories. But yeah, hopefully as well, I've not double checked this with Sean. I asked him to try and arrange an interview with, I'm not going to say who it is, but a guy who spent many years in prison in America and was cell blocked next to Charlie Manson. And we're going to be diving into some parts of Manson's life that you might not know or be too familiar about. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh man, listen. Just, if anybody's been following the Decca story, last night, Dodgy Dave and NGR purchased the business rights and the trademark names for Decca's new bare knuckle boxing company and bought all of the domain names for Decca Heggie and bare knuckle street. It's just madness. Sadly as well, one of the bare knuckle associations that I was doing pay-per-view for, not 3D Fight Club, another syndicate that now will not be mentioned, I found out that there's a possibility they've teamed up with Decca Heggie, so sent some rather rash voice notes and separated myself from them. Having a meeting with them tomorrow to find out what's going on, but we'll see. But yeah, there will be a follow-up and an end video for the Decca stuff. Now, let's jump into this video, okay? I think that's what everybody's here for. So let's jump into this, and let me just take you guys over there. And this should be our volume. All right, so let's start this. Like I say, I may pause and talk through parts. All the onions and URLs that you're going to see, if any, are no longer in existence. And let's see what we found in 2016. All right, let's go. Nobody can hear this. Okay, great. Where is the sound? Is it this one?
All right, guys, how we doing? Ron Swanson here, Fox Comedy Prepping, with a special episode in our Deep Web series.
That's not me smoking in a video, just to say that's an illusion. What you're experiencing right now is mass hypnosis or mass delusion.
This is totally 100% to do with the ISIS Red Room. Apparently some Syrian soldiers have got 7 ISIS members locked up in a fucking warehouse, and in 25 minutes, midnight, we are going to witness them being executed online. Is this true? I don't know. We're going to find out.
It looks like I'm wearing eyeliner.
I'll show you what there is online showing this.
So this was the website. This is really what started it all. The countdown timer, all of this. This is where the Reddit posts, you know, we're getting all of this from. It's really interesting. So
yeah,
I'll shut up.
24 minutes 33 seconds till the stream starts. Live chats. I'm just going to slowly scroll down and you can...
Well done, Effie. Well done.
Final destiny, whether they live or die at the end of the day, we won't stop under any circumstances. Torture must become death. Wow. Well,
nothing quite like prolonged moments of dead air and silence to keep an audience gripped. To be honest, this was a stage where I was recording all this as I was researching it, and the shock value of a lot of this sort of took me back a little bit.
Okay, so this is going to be pretty fucked up. Like, I'm not here glorifying the actions of these guys. I just want to know if this shit's real or not. I have no intention of sitting watching the show by any means, but I certainly am going to document it. So what I'm going to do is come back shortly once the timer is down to a few minutes, and we'll see what happens, guys. Wow, I can't actually believe we're here, but we are. So 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go.
You know, it's funny. I remember sitting here, right? The whole house was asleep. I'm sitting here, and the amount of times I checked the VPN and all the security systems, so in case anything was witnessed, I was safe. It was intense. It was like, you know, when you're getting on a flight and you check for your passport every 2 minutes.
I really don't know what's going to happen here, guys. So yeah, let's hope nothing fucked up happens. Well, this is the possibility of 7 people about to be killed, so obviously something potentially fucked up could happen. But I don't.
Also, YouTube have just said that adverts are going to begin in about 47 seconds. If anybody gets an advert playing, can you type 1 in the chat and then type 2 in the chat once it's finished, please?
I'm just rambling. This is some crazy fucking shit.
I'm pretty sure this burp there. Like, what is this editing?
4 minutes. We'll check back in with you in a couple of minutes, guys. Alright, by my count it's 90 seconds, so we'll just keep it rolling, guys. I need to roll a fucking cigarette. This could damage my fragile little mind. But again, like I said, I've got mixed views on what's about to happen here. I really don't think that
You're gonna record it?
I really don't think that it's a great idea for this to be so publicized. I think it's going to cause a lot of backlash. But at the same time, ISIS are a bunch of motherfuckers. But it doesn't make it right. It really doesn't.
Okay, thank you everyone for letting me know about the advert. I'll just pause there and talk some pish for a minute. Yeah, so YouTube are basically automatically sticking ads and stuff now, which is super fun. So yeah, once if they're going to let me know if we're doing stuff like this, we'll pause this and then let's just all watch the ad. You know, just watch the ad. Let's all watch ads. Ads are great. Watch the ads.
Right.
Click on the ads.
Right, so we'll refresh. We'll see where we're at with this now.
How you doing, Morgs? Wonderful to see you. Right, okay, apparently this is a lot of fucking staring at the screen going on here.
And see one.
Okay, here we go.
This and see exactly what's going to happen. Who knows? Maybe nothing. Maybe something. All right, so we're about 12 minutes past 1, which is about 12 minutes past the start time, and I think the site's gone down. They did say they were going to have technical difficulties.
That's exactly what happened.
And to stand by. Story so far.
So this went on for a while.
Nothing happening. It's looking like this was just a big mega troll.
So at this point, the internet just thought this is just a huge
Stream
big
on
troll.
YouTube.
So, as I said before, the dark web is not set up for streaming video, okay? So the dark website went down, and all of a sudden, a YouTube channel appears. Look at the state of this YouTube, okay? For a start, where's the dark mode? Oh, dislikes. Remember dislikes? Oh, good times. Over 2,000 people watching, and the stream had just begun, just to show you the interest.
The stream has huge overload. The stream will start as soon as possible. Please be patient.
So, you know, if I was watching this now, I would know exactly what was happening. But back then, my asshole was just going bing, 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 bing.
Whoa, this is proper crazy shit now.
While we're talking about likes, motherfuckers, get slapping the like button, please. Slap it. Go and slap it now. I'm not even going to play this until this gets up to like 50 likes. Get up to 50 likes and then we'll start playing this again. I'm just going to play really shit music until that happens. That's too good. In fact, I'm going to play creepy music until we get to 50 likes. That's all you're getting is creepy music. 50 likes. Come on.
Push the like button. Push the like button. Get it to 50 likes, my children. Press the like button, I summon thee. That's it. We're so close. So close.
All right, I'll take 47. I'll take 47. Okay, I'll take 47. Let's go.
Damn.
Please is the magic word. Thank you. Please. So again, we were here waiting for this to happen. Look how serious my face has got. Look at how serious my face is.
Hey man, I'm just taking you guys through this experience with me. This is crazy. It looks like I'm going to go make our coffee and we'll check back up.
So yeah, the YouTube stream goes down. We're back on this site. We've got another countdown timer. Okay, so that stream on YouTube was another false flag to bring us back to the site for a new timer. Everyone's losing their fucking mind at this point on Reddit. Like, Reddit is melting at this point. I've been up for hours and I'm losing it. I'm pretty sure I set a timer and go to bed.
Experience with this, so I'll keep you. All right, guys. So
another 2.5 hours have gone by. We've now gone back to yet another live stream. Okay, and I think this is where it all kicks off, guys.
All right, guys. So. It's now changed on the YouTube stream, and it's just saying trial.
Everyone was so confused.
I think it's that bullshit. I think someone's taking the piss.
I'm losing the will to live at this point. Again, all the onions for this no longer exist.
On this.
Who edited this, man?
It was fun to share these. Fuck's sake. Okay. On in a little while. And Alright guys, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I've just woken up, had a long lie, and here we are back with the next inciting installment of fucking what the fuck is happening with these ISIS boys. So we're back on the website, it's back up. They obviously had some serious assaults on their servers. So I went to bed, I think probably about 4 o'clock, and I'm up now, and this is what I've come to see. Now, I've been and I've grabbed the footage of the first stream. So we will be showing that. It's 22 minutes long.
Okay, just to say, I am about to show the footage of this alleged red room. So, anybody that is a bit squeamish or anything like that, there's no blood or anything like that. There's no physical violence, shall we say, but it, you know, just remember what you're watching. You know, just...
You guys can pause this and read it if you want. That's the original message right there. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do is just go right ahead and play this stream. How we doing, guys? Ron Swanson. Listen, I was going to play this whole ISIS video.
What the fuck are you doing, Ron?
But I don't think I am now. I'm just going to give you the...
There we go. Fucking asshole.
The key elements from the ISIS Red Room Stream 1.
State your name. C. Rank. Age. Sorry.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's really well done as far as, you know, something that you could... And again, this was streamed on the surface web, not on the dark web.
Stand up. Why are you standing up? Sit down. Sit down. Stand up. Stand up.
Obviously, looking at this now, when you think of ISIS members, you don't think a skinny white guy. All right, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
Sit down. Sit down. Tired.
It's not your internet or the stream that's pausing. It's this actual... This is how it plays.
C. Age. Please. Age. Got it. Rank. No one. Yeah, I'm no rank. I'm just
Yeah, I doubt they speak English. Doubt there would be a white boy. I doubt the hood they put over them would have a hole in the front of it.
C.
This was really the part that I was like, oh, okay. All right, so it's just nonsense.
Name. C. Age.
Yeah, the Syrian soldiers have captive a white boy ISIS member to throw bacon at him.
C. You want to give me a seat?
Ron, explain to my child that this stream is more important than movie night at school. I mean, yeah, I would think so. I mean, we can all learn things. What do you mean movie night at school? What, you need to elaborate on movie night at school for me.
You want some more? Yes. We can have some more.
So at this stage, you know, the internet is now super convinced that this was just a really well put together Reddit, you know, troll. And has gone down in history as such. But the way that this completely engrossed Reddit. Here we go. Get a cheeky hammer and shot. There we go. Get two. Okay, let's go down.
Just
Oh, we got to watch a damn movie at school, night at the museum. How long have you got to go before you leave? Like, what? How many minutes till it starts?
I'm just a driver. Quiet. I'm just quiet.
Five minutes. Oh, God damn it. Well, this has only got 3 minutes to go, mate, so you're good. Oh, man. Oh, do you know what? That'll be our next Internet Horrors.
Whatever units.
Shane. That'll be not the next Internet Horrors, the next Darkest Web. The next stream like this will cover Two Men, One Hammer. Because that was wild. So it just kind of goes on like this. At this point, the man in the hood has his nose broken and there is some blood on the hood. The attack happens when the video seems to freeze. You don't see any attack. When the video unfreezes, there is a dark mark on the hood. Assume it's blood. There is no screams, just hard beating. Convenient. Jan72, do not worry. This is all been proven to be fake. Don't worry.
Quiet.
But yeah, I think we all get the idea. I'll just let that last wee bit play out. Here we go. So, there you go. One of these moments in, you know, deep web, dark web research where for me I was taken aback. I felt like, whoa, hey, just relax. I was taken aback. I felt like I was about to be part of something that there was a good chance I was going to regret being part of. If you know what I mean. At that stage, I just didn't know. You know, I didn't know what was going to be real and what wasn't going to be real. And this sent me on a spiral of research into the dark web, and into red rooms. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in just a second. Let's go outside. So that was really where my red room fascination got kick-started. I've done extensive research and a documentary. I've done 2 documentaries on it, in fact. And very, very soon, I'm going to be taking the first documentary, the second documentary, and putting it all back together into one brand new reloaded presentation of red rooms. Because red rooms are 100% real. It's just the dark web isn't home. That's just not where their home is. Their communities certainly lurk on the dark web. But the dark web is now just a recruiting portal for like-minded people to recruit and send links to Telegram and WhatsApp groups. It's a lot easier to have all the evidence on a handset and destroy that handset than it is to deal with servers and computers. And we've seen that in the Ninth Room case, where the South Korean hardcore blackmailer had that exact format. People would pay up to $10,000 a month to be part of his club, and he would do the classic sextortion of young individuals. There was one poor teenage girl that was forced to put a broken light bulb in herself And depending on what tier of membership would be the more severe and brutal hardcore style content. So the essence of a red room is people paying to see horrific torture, or paying to be part of the decision-making process of what that torture is. Now, a few years ago, a Russian guy on Twitch was paid a couple of £100 or dollars to lock his pregnant girlfriend on the balcony. And he did. And she died live on stream. Is that not a red room? He used to slap her, and, you know, they used to get into very drunk physical altercations. If you get donated $5 to slap someone in the face, that in essence is the beginning of a red room. Listen, I'm not saying hacking someone up, Daisy's destruction, any of that is the same as getting slapped in the face because someone pays you on Twitch. But the essence of what it is exactly the same. It's the same when we covered McCamey Manor and the lengths and the individual that runs that place. I was thinking about him the other day. Somebody messaged me on Discord and was talking about McCamey Manor, and it all just came screaming back to me. But there's a lot more research and videos from the past that I've done on red rooms. There's one in particular, hang on a second. No, I've closed the page down. There was one called Slaughterhouse, a red room on the dark web that was meant to be a torture club. But the closest thing I ever came to an actual I was convinced it was a red room of sorts. I can't remember the name of it, I will find the video. But they would have sale counters and ticket counters for all the entries for the red room. There was one Grandmaster, 10 something else, and then an average viewer. And sure, these things can be doctored, you know, but for a while I was keeping track of the date, the time of the next red room, just to time ticket resets and how many tickets would sell and all that kind of stuff. And it was always completely random. It was always as if it was active sales. Now, what that would mean is somebody would send a Bitcoin and then they would be sent a link or an invite to a group. Oh, just for old times, love you, bro, thank you. Can I just say, right, I'm not saying anybody needs to donate, but if anyone chooses to donate, can you please donate through the link in the link tree, because YouTube takes 30% of your money and holds it for 4 weeks. And it's just bullshit, man. Like, so I'm going to put the link tree link in here. You can still type a message and all the rest of it. It'll come up on the screen. But I would rather, because I've got plans. Like, I know it sounds really silly, but I've got plans for the donations this time round. Because, like I say, I've got a day job. So everything's going back into the channel, but it's also going to be used for giving back projects. So for example, our very own James, he feeds people like on a big scale. So like 1 month I would take a percentage of the donations and be like, right, what do you need? We buy a whole bunch of pasta or some shit. I'd quite like to do that. What's my day job? My day job is running Project Rook. I'm running pay-per-views for sporting events right now from pay-per-view pipelines I've put in for myself. We're about to launch a reality TV show for bare knuckle boxing in the same style as the UFC's Ultimate Fighter. I do full-time editing for 2, large YouTubers, and I do freelance web design, and I'm in the middle of finishing off 3 of them as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But it's all through this little website that I've set up, and it's good. But like I say, I'm not asking for anything. But those of you who do want to donate, I just like to explain the money is going to be used for equipment, more gear basically, and giving back projects. Because every morning I get up and I watch this YouTuber. I can't remember his name, But all he does is go about and hand out backpacks to homeless people, right? And sure, there's a lot of people that copy them. There's a lot of YouTubers that just do it for the clout. But I would really like to just start doing some nice shit. You know? Like, it's inspiring watching people. This YouTuber started doing Uber Eats as a delivery driver, and all of his wages from that job, he would then go and buy gift cards and then feed the homeless. And as his channel grew, all his donations would come in and he'd be able to do bigger projects. He didn't have to do Uber Eats anymore. And it's at the point now where he's able to pick families off the street and basically pay for a month's accommodation, help them with job interviews and getting their IDs. Seem to be a big thing in America. Like, if you've no ID, apparently you're fucked. So it helps them get ID from driving something. I don't know. But anyway, and that shit makes me tear up, man. Like, every day that shit makes me tear up. And it's amazing watching somebody have a little bit of love given to them in a non-creepy way. And I'd kind of like to do something like that. You know? I'll never be on a bigger scale as what he does, or like a Mr. Beast or anything like that. But, you know, you can all do a little bit, right? We can all do a little bit. We're also going to be launching or relaunching a GoFundMe for our very own Shane, and a percentage every month of my donations is going to go into that, because if there's someone that could really use a chunk of your love, positivity, and karma, it's fucking Shane. If anyone is a very good doctor, we need a very good doctor, please, as well, because I've got a funny feeling that, like, I don't even want to fucking talk about it, man. Love you, Shane. So yeah, we need to raise a lot of money, but we'll get to that in the summer. If I've got to stand here for 12 hours and do a live stream where I'm dancing for 12 hours to raise money, I'll do that shit. But where's the music on? There we go. So anyway, what was I talking about? Red rooms. Yes, red rooms. It's a fascinating subject. There was even a series that came out that done an episode all about red rooms, and it was the woman running the red room was called The Queen. It was awesome. It was really, really, really well done. I myself, you know, I'd started doing a horror project years ago, all based around red rooms. I would really love to do it again. There's been some incredible ARGs, augmented reality games, where, you know, you're following a vlogger on YouTube and then something happens to her and then something pops up on Reddit and all the rest of it. And it's all staged. You're just being led around clues. I love that. But there's just not enough time. There's just not enough time in the day for all the ideas that my brain decides to churn out. It's very sad. So another thing that, I'll get back to the dark web in a second. Another thing that happened last week was my phone number got completely blocked. I think somebody had cloned my phone or something. So it's super fun when you've got to change over your mobile number on absolutely everything before the 30 days that you've got to get a text message for your two-factor authenticator runs out. Managed to get everything changed though, so we're good. So those of you who used to follow me on Twitch, we're going to be back on Twitch next week, sorry. And we're going to be starting the Last of Us on PC. So if anybody wants to come and join us, I stopped watching the TV series when I found out that the PC, they finally ported it to PC. I think it's going to be amazing. I really, really think it's going to be amazing. So that's what we're going to start with. It's going to be a playthrough where I'm not going to play it unless I'm streaming it. As soon as that finishes, Effie, right, we're going to get back to Valhalla, because we've got like fucking 3 expansions to get through now. And we'll be doing some Warzone as well, obviously. Now, it'll be a new format. My partner Dan, who some of you have met, some of you haven't, she's going to be co-hosting Twitch with me. So you know, we'll have a Discord voice chat room. People can jump in and out. She'll be in control of that. Well, she won't be in control of that. One of the mods will, because she won't be able to figure that shit out. And you'll be able to like talk with her. She'll be looking at the chat whilst I'm screaming at the screen, basically. The expansion of Valhalla with Odin is not very fun at all. Okay, well that sucks. But I can't change it from Pipsqueak, lol. That's funny. OnlyFans coming soon. No, we're not there yet. Okay, the feet pics are not having to be unleashed on the world yet. So, but we like Dan is itching. She's really itching to do streaming and you know, get involved. So hopefully you guys accept her, and we'll start off on Twitch, and then we'll see what else we can do. There's a very, very clever friend of mine, right, who lives out in the States, called Tess, has just finished her forensic psychology degree. And we're putting together a live show where we're analyzing serial killers and analyzing murderers and looking at the mental causes and the... What did I just say she was? Whatever the hell I said she was, that's what we're looking into. It's going to be really, really interesting because it's big brain stuff. And we're all going to learn something. We really, really are. It's really neural psychology. That's it. Really exciting. So we're going to look at old cases, new cases, and I think the wonderful Mr. Phil Chalmers is going to be part of it as well. So we may even be analysing cases of killers that Phil knows, getting them on the phone, going through their crime, interviewing them, and then doing an analytical breakdown. What about my psychoanalysis? Yeah, you too, Tinker. You can get involved too. You can come and join the panel on that too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You've been waiting way too long to get involved, Tinker. You're more than welcome. You've got a standing invitation to any of my serial killer live stream anything. Just say in the side chat you want on and you're on. So don't you worry. What else? Name Bother Mac. Listen, have a great time. Hope the movie's good. I hope the young man has a fantastic evening. Big shout out to Shelby as well and the whole Mackenstein clan. So yeah. So maybe one more thing. Okay, let's have some fun for a minute. So I was watching a Lush Life video the other day, and it was all about neckbeard nests. Have any of you heard of neckbeard nests? Let me know if you have. This is going to be a 2-minute break. We're about to have an advert play, so 2 minutes. We'll be back with neckbeard nests, a little bit of fun, and some more chats. Go and get a drink, have a wee-wee. I'll see you all in a minute. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna port this over just now. So honestly, right, like I said, I was watching Leon Lush the other day, so credit to Leon Lush. And neckbeards. If you've never heard the term neckbeard, neckbeards are your stereotypical reclusive gamer. Likes to sit in their own filth playing League of Legends, World of Warcraft for days on end, stewing in their own filth, and surrounding themselves in takeaway packets and all the rest of it. Now, hey, listen, I'm not judging anyone, okay? And I'm not talking about mild fits of depression where sometimes you don't, you know, your shit falls apart in your life a little bit, things get a bit messy. We're not talking about that. We're talking about cultivating ecosystems, okay? Ecosystems. I couldn't believe it. It was like, any of you ever like watch the Hoarders series where, you know, they go in and they start cleaning up a hoarder's house, and you either completely are repulsed and look away. Hang on a second. You're either completely repulsed and look away, or you end up on like a 4-hour binge watch session where you can't get enough of this shit. It's either going to be one of the two. But I need you to understand this is a real thing, all right? So we're gonna watch this, and hopefully we don't get any copyright strikes. We'll start off with some shorts, and then we'll maybe dive into a wee 10-minute video just to wrap things up. End things on a little bit more of a funny note, and then we'll get back and we'll see what's next. Also, there's chat of Dan and I setting up a Sunday night show. Old school radio phone-in style show. Quite exciting. Anyway, let's take a look at some neckbeards. So neckbeard, tour of my neckbeard nest. Let's start off with this one. Any sound? There we go.
Designed for full immersion videonosis.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Like the video games. 5.1 surround.
That's not bad at all.
Cat. Let's see how the view is from here.
All right, not bad so far.
Center.
I mean, that's fairly tame. Okay, I need to pre-warn you all. Like, if any of you are like avid cleaners, you're not gonna like.
I had a couple Red Bulls.
Neckbeardness.
Have you ever had a Red Bull? I never had a Red Bull before, but I had a Red Bull last night. I really like Red Bull.
Oh man, you're going to see a repeating theme throughout these, which is no bed sheets. Like, there's like levels to what I'll tolerate, and like no sheet on the fucking mattress is like up there with the big X. So you're going to see a very, very a common theme.
Got a new necklace. Glows in the dark. But you can't really see it right now. I should
Damn.
do this.
That's really something. Doesn't Red Bull make you crash pretty?
Oh yeah, that is top drawer neckbeard nest shit. Look at this. He's got his little chair. He's got his wee laptop, and he is just living his fucking life, mate. I mean, that is ecosystem on ecosystem over on ecosystem.
Yard?
No. I don't think so. No.
That's the same place, but they've panned back. Oh yes. Look at that. Look at that shit. That is a king size mattress on a double size bed frame hanging off the corner there. Look at the boxes. Wow. I mean, at this stage, you would just push this desk to the end of the bed and just, you know, have less of a fucking hassle. This is a nightmare.
No. Hey, after we jog, we should go to Red Bull.
That's not too bad. I'm a bit concerned about all the wag towels, though. That's a big pile.
You can get a Red Bull, and I get a Red Bull. We can share a Red Bull.
Oh, at least he's got a sheet on his bed. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, this isn't so much ecosystem on ecosystem. This is just a messy bastard.
Okay, that'd be really fun.
Minimalist.
That sounds.
Oh! Oh, yeah. That's the good shit. That is the good shit. Holy fuck.
Red Bulls.
Weirdness.
Have you ever had a Red Bull? I never had a Red Bull before, but I had a Red Bull last night. I really like Red Bull. I got a new necklace. Glows in the dark. But you can't really see it right now unless you do this.
I tell you what, shut the fuck up with the Red Bull. Damn, that, I'm telling you. Yeah, the Red Bull thing, yes, okay, sorry, I actually wasn't paying attention to it. I think we're just looping the same one now, but my God. Neckbeards, right, we're going to dive into a video, all right? We're going to dive into a video. Hopefully we don't get a copyright claim, but let's just check this out, because...
Come dive into the Neckbeard nest with me. I'm your guide, Q.
God.
So I don't know who this is exactly, but they're a streamer, and they talk about why their space is so messy.
File, dude. I'm
Oh
showing
my
you
God.
the left side. There we go, boys. It's over there. That's
Oh.
2 meters deep of trash. All right, so how...
Oh, are you watching this?
Could you imagine if one of these guys were watching your stream right now and you're slagging them?
Yeah. Oh, man. Like, the fact, in saying that though, at least this guy owns it and is sitting there on stream. Because there's this common tale of streamers where we just frame, you know, we get our camera on, and then outside the square of the camera that you see is chaos. I've been there, you know, I've done streams where things have just been pushed to one side of the room. Not this levelish stuff, but when I had the leather workshop, yeah. But my God, at least this guy's owning it though, you know? Fucking hell. I mean, was this a bit of desk? Was this a bit of desk that he's given up on and now everything lives up here? And he has to sit far away. What? I'm very confused. I am very confused. No sheet on the bed again. He has a... Is that... Oh, like, why... If we took him away and we took away the gaming setup and we looked at this, I mean, we could be like Warzone. We could be like kidnap victim. Man accidentally locked in house for 20 years and lived off of fucking... I don't know. Some schnacks he had. But it's mad. It's mad. He clearly goes from here to here, grabs his little bit of fabric, and he's sitting on a wooden fucking chair all day. Oh no. Oh man, look at that shit. Oh wow. I mean, oh.
Nah.
Oh wow. Wait a minute.
They
Wait a
almost
mother oh. Oh my God.
Color of the bed sheet.
Oh my. Okay, ladies. I'm gonna paint you a scenario, right? Let me get some reverb on my voice here. Hey, ladies. Okay. You meet a man online. He's the one. You've connected in a way that you never have before. It's months you've been talking. And finally the time comes for you to spend the night. And you turn up and this is what you fucking see, okay? This is what you see. I'm needing comments on what you're doing. Like, are you just going ooh and running? Are you going to the bathroom and texting a friend to call you? Tell me your escape plans. And men, you know, men too. I'm not. I mean, to be honest, I would put my money on this being a women's room because that looks like a lot of fake tan, if you know what I'm saying, ladies. But yeah. If somebody asked me, Ron, what happened to your podcast with serial killers called In Live from Prison? Oh, that was with Phil. That's all coming back. Phil's been super busy. He's doing a TV show at the moment and touring the country in America. So it is coming, mate. If you go to the homepage of this channel, you'll get all of the previous Serial Sundays with Phil. But we have a new show coming. Don't worry. I'm a bit fucking triggered by that. Like... Can I just ask, is that empty cans and kitchen roll, like tubes, and is that all just like wank fodder and cans? Also, this is definitely fake tan. No one who sits in the house and does all this is worrying about how they look, surely. Surely. Oh man. Like... Why? I need to put some music on in the background. That's too loud, mate. Where's the volume? There it is. Like, what? Could you imagine that's your Uber? I don't think anyone, I think that's a 1-star Uber right there. Wild. Can you see why I'm showing you? That's okay. I mean, that, like,
That is not okay.
no, I'm not, no, listen, let me justify what I'm saying here. Like, that's okay. When you look at that, ecosystems that are growing in there, like the shit that's growing in here, and then you're so fucking triggered and like, desensitized. That's just a lot of clutter. Like, it's just mess and clutter. There isn't ecosystems like growing in there. Like, you don't have to like raid. You don't even have to. You'd have to raid that room. Is it even real? Is what even real, bro? Let me know. I've obviously missed something there, Raging. Oh man. Oh my god. Okay. So come on. Come to Ronald. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of TikTok channels that are like hoarder cleaner channels, where if you're a fucking hoarder, they come and clean your shit up, right? It's kind of like the same you get the same satisfaction as like when someone, like, it's like a 30-minute loop of people peeling the plastic off an iPhone in one clear sweep. It's kind of like that. So I mean, look at this shit. Oh wow. Oh man, like fucking hell. I can't believe I was about to say what a fire hazard. Like, I've went fucking dad mode on this shit. Like, we're so past a fire hazard here. It looks like the ball pit from the episode of fucking the one with Sheldon. I've lost the joke, who cares? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Like you oh, that is nice. Satisfying though. Fuck. Again, I can forgive that. It's a garage. I can forgive it. It's not really bad. It's just a little fucked. Oh man. Oh, dude. Like, why is there like an organized empty like tackies pile? Oh, maggots and dead mice. Yeah. That's pretty fucking, like, we're trying to have some family fun here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can do without the dead cats and maggots. Oh man. What is that all over the walls? What is that? I don't even want to know what that is in the walls. Oh, that is so much ash. Oh man. The boys. Like, don't get me wrong, right? If you're a student living in a student accommodation, right, or some shit, and this is how you live, and you're like 19, just sort your shit out. But man, like, there's a lot of adults. Oh my word! Those are piss jugs.
No.
Those are piss jugs. Can we just pay attention to the life of the piss here? How they start off a nice crisp white, like yellowy color, and it's as we get further back, they just get browner and more orange. That's someone trying to sell their chair, babe. Yeah. You like that? You want to buy a chair? You like that? Oh man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's probably a fake. Yeah, it's probably a fake advert that's been made for the memes. Do you know what I'm saying? Just so you know, like a lot of you are going to make fun of Dan, but it's okay. Oh man, who the fuck eats that much pizza? No, nah, no, nah. Let's just pretend we didn't see that. What the fuck? I mean, these look. What? No. No. You all right there? You laughing at this? This could be a dead dude.
I don't know.
This guy could be dead here, and you're pissing yourself. Oh. Savage. Scrumpy cider. Nah, that's the wrong bottle you've picked up there. Nah, that's mental. This is mental health. This is. We can't laugh at that. That's some poor fucking crazy bastard. Let's just get back to the neckbeards where we can all point and laugh. Nah, you've got a sheet on your bed, mate. Holy fucking shit. Is Randy, are you still in the chat? Whoa. You imagine if you booked an Airbnb and you walked in and that was the master bedroom. You'd be like, fuck this. Oh, man. Damn. Whatever that is, though, I want that. That looks ace. Okay. All right. I think we made it. We made it through the first one. Holy shit, man. Like, I'm not being funny, but there was funner. Like, are you all right? You okay? Dan's had a couple of gins. She's having a good time over there. But fucking neckbeards. I think what I'll do is I'll set this up so that we've got TikToks, like TikTok format, short format, in that empty space beside us. And we can watch it together, because that's some funny shit. So, yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with you guys. You know? What have we got? Oh, I thought it was American. What did we think was American? Making his own vinegar. Damn. Nah, she's not laughing at me, man. She's not laughing at me. She's just laughing at life. Yeah, you. Right, there's one here that's 8 minutes long, and the thumbnail is nothing but piss jugs. Okay? Like, we need to watch this. This one here. This one. We need to watch this with so many piss jugs. So, James, why would you post pictures of this? Okay, so nobody knows who they are. It's the anonymity of it, right? Like, you've got to understand how weird the subculture is on the internet. Whether it's neckbeards, whether it's incels. I'll tell you something else, man. We might need to do a live stream on incels. It is wild. Like, it's wild what is going on with brainwashing with young teenagers. So we'll do, anyway, that's a heavy topic, but you gotta understand, there's people out there that touch themselves, climax into a jam jar with a My Little Pony inside it until they've climaxed enough to cover the pony and then bury it outside. A whole Reddit page dedicated to people that do that. None of them are admitting who the fuck they are. Obviously, some weird shit. But it's a thing. It's a thing. And it's not even like a dangerous, horrible thing. It's just a fucking weird thing. You know? Like, there's a subculture of fetish in Japan where people like licking doorknobs. Why do you know that? Listen, right? There was a lot of content that I made back in the day, right? I done 3 videos on the weirdest fetishes and kinks you've never heard of. And my God, that was some funny shit to film. Real funny shit to film. And then there was the cartel killings video that the community asked me to do a video on cartel killings. And I sat and watched so many of these videos, and I filmed myself watching them, and I'm like a screaming child with my hands over my eyes, hiding behind stuff. Mad. I've never seen a human knee a human leg be cut off at the knee so fast and then be used to beat the person who it just got cut off in my life. I mean, it was mad. The cartel know how to fucking cut you up. It's wild. Right, one more of these, kids. Let's get one more of these.
Saturday, April 29th.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I would have let
What's
that
good,
play.
Q Dog?
I will say, right, I've become a mad bare knuckle boxing fan. So there will be the occasional stream where we're talking to fighters and talking to promoters of that. That is me making content of the things I love. So just so you know, when that happens, that's why it's happened. All right, let's go. Oh man, I mean, that is definitely a dude's car. That is definitely a dude's car. Big tubs of tobacco, McDonald's, and ash. I mean, why? I work maintenance in a hotel. This extended stay, 3 months guest, never changed his clothes and finally left. Oh, are you all ready for this? Like, are you ready?
Work maintenance at a hotel, this extended stay 3-month guest. Why he was there in the first place, I'm not sure.
Alright, I thought that maybe would have been sent in the video. Let's see. Oh, wow. Again, though, I've been at a hotel overnight and fucked it to that extent. Oh! I mean, to be honest, that just looks like, I would never do that, though. You disrespect the bedroom a little bit. You don't fuck up the bathroom. Nobody wants to clean up that shit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's ecos. What the fuck is that? What the fuck has he brought through, decided he does not want to eat, and has just plopped it down there? What is that? What is that? Oh, yeah. At least you deodorize. You know? At least you smell nice, mate. Fucking, that looks like a bowl of shecht. What's happening, Dean? We're just ending on a bit of a funny note, Dean, to be honest. It's, we've had a chat about the dark web and red rooms and torture, so I'm just offsetting that with some banter. We're looking at neckbeard nests. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. Again, I feel like it's not the worst we've seen. Oh, wow. That's fucked. That's the height of the bed. Is the oh! It's a plant pot. It's okay. Why is there so many things in pots that look like shit? Like, why? Why? Welcome back, Blazy. Oh my god, I'm so triggered. Again, big difference between this and what we've seen. This is somebody when they go through a shitty period in their life, they're a bit depressed, they're a bit down, and now they're back. They're back on top. Do you know what I mean? That is a big difference between the fucking ecosystems. Oh, can you... Oh! I can feel them on me, Effie. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. So, this is obviously, like, again, a weird subculture that we as normal people don't know about, where it's really cool to have a massive, massive piss collection to show how dedicated you are to being a fucking neckbeard. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're selling it. Who's buying? Google now, right? Neckbeard piss for sale and see who's selling it. Okay. We'll get back to you on whether or not this is being sold on the internet, people. Oh, man. See, again, I don't really believe that is in someone's house. You know, that's just a manky, horrible picture. Again, messy, but not even close. Again, that looks like a wheelchair or a bike. We're just gonna. There is not. There is not neckbeard piss for sale.
Does any neckbeard?
Come here. Read it out on the microphone. Come on, closer.
Does any neckbeard here want to sell their piss stroke cum bottles? So look, he's looking. He's looking to.
Oh my god.
I want genuine chubby fat neckbeards only.
Okay, so yeah.
That is a
wow.
thing.
So that wow.
What he's doing.
Holy shit.
See, there's something for everyone.
Yeah. Also, I will say, right, when I buy tobacco, anytime they hand me one that says causes testicular cancer or impotence, I make them swap the packet for one that has a disease on it that I can't get. Just fun fact there for you. Oh, man. Do you know what? That's disgusting, but I understand what's happened here. Like, I remember when I went back to pick up my PCs from the old house, the one that was like 3 PCs ago, it's on the floor down here beside me, the one that I started off with, the spiders got into that when it was being stored. and it looked a bit like that. What does Dan do for work? She is a salon specialist for a tanning company. Oh man, that's the end of that one. Holy fucking shit, dude. Like, wild. Neckbeard Nests. I brought a little something to your lives this evening, I feel. What time are we at? It's fucking 11:30. It's been a good wee stream. Right, let me jump back on camera. Let's go to the side bedroom. We never go to the side bedroom. All right. So again, I hope you guys like the new stream setup, the new, you know, look of it all. We're definitely going to be streaming every Tuesday and Thursday. That's definitely. There is a second channel where I might do more infrequent streams and things like that. But you're definitely getting 2 streams a week. There's going to be more than that. I can tell you that right now. 2 streams on here. We're going to be starting up on Twitch again. That's all about to roll out, like I say. Shane says you have to check your Discord DM from him. Yeah, she's on it, man. But I do kind of like the whole getting a topic out the way and then just sort of relaxing a little bit. If that makes sense. It's nice to just kind of hang out with everybody. Plus, you know, Neckbeard Nests, come on. Oh, I'll tell you what else we can, I'll tell you, there's one more thing we're going to talk about. So has anybody heard about this new game that's coming out called Unrecorded? Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard of the game Unrecorded. And we're going to have a little debate. We're going to end this show on a little debate, so we're all going to have a little chat about something. Oh, Jerry Springer, yeah, we'll do a little Jerry Springer outro.
I have to give you a hug.
Oh, that's nice.
But I can't come in.
Oh, that nice. Oh, that nice. You're on camera.
No, I can't.
You're hiding. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. That nice.
That's from Shane.
That nice. Okay, so we're gonna have a little debate here. Games. We all love them. I know I do. Are they getting too real? This is the debate that's sparked the internet recently. So, you know, a game has seriously pushed the limits of what can be done. How you doing, Jodes? When the producers of the game have to prove that it's a game and isn't real. And that's what's happened in Unrecorded. This is a new game that's coming out about you play a police officer and the whole game is from the chest cam footage and the story plays out. Now, we're going to watch this and then we're going to discuss whether or not you guys think this is a good idea or has gaming gone too far or anything like that. And then I'll give you my input. But this is freaking wild. So, sit back and watch this.
What you're seeing right now is not real life footage from a camera.
All right. Well, I didn't know there was a fucking voiceover going to ruin it all. Okay? You fucking dick. Fucking asshole.
I actually switched from Chrome to Opera.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
fuck is Oscar? Where the fuck is Oscar indeed? All right, so the question I want to ask you, do you see anything wrong with games being this real? Do you see an issue? And if you do, I want to know what your issue is and why it's an issue. Okay? And I'm being serious. James, you already said this is going to desensitize children to killing. So we have our first opinion. Do you agree with James? Is this going to desensitize kids to killing? Let me know your thoughts on that, and then I'm going to sort of respond and discuss a little bit. Because as a gamer, right, I think to myself, why the fuck are you allowed to have a car that goes more than 30 miles an hour? Why are you telling me that this is going to hurt kids? When games like this are for over 18s, it's the parents' responsibility to make sure their kids don't play these games. It's their parents' responsibility to make sure they lock the gun cabinet. So I think games like this are fucking amazing. I think immersion and realism is just incredible for gaming. Is there places where would I let my kids play games like this? Absolutely not. But I wouldn't let my kids drive or handle a firearm either. How you doing, Asha? Good to see you. But this is incredible. And I think when somebody had said that the killing doesn't look real, I think what that is because this plays out like people looking at chest cam footage. I think they've pixelated over the gore like they would if it was being played back for people to watch, if that makes sense. A lot of parents don't give a fuck. Okay, so then is that a gaming problem or a parenting problem? That's the question. There's very, very good parents that let their kids play very, very violent games. So are the kids from parents who let the kids play those games, but are from middle-class families, no poverty, no abuse, is that still a problem? Because they done an experiment. I can't remember who did it. There was an experiment done where a 14-year-old was given all the violent games that he wanted to play, and he was to play them every day for a month, okay? And then without telling him, they took him to a shooting range and handed him a M4 assault rifle and told him to go shoot at targets. And he pulled the trigger and burst into tears. Now, they specifically chose a boy who has a very happy life and has no trauma and the rest of it. So when we look at the pandemic of school shootings that occur across the world, and for some reason in America so heavily, and we look at healthcare systems and mental health and how people get access to these things, and we also look at how firearms fall into the hands of children, there always is a root cause. You know, there's no very few stories where a happy kid has just gotten up and went to school and started blasting people, unless there are Kevin. Has anyone read We Need to Talk About Kevin? There are Kevins in the world. There are little bastards in this world. Trust me. Trust me. So I'm not really referring to I'm not referring to any form of ticking time bomb. I'm referring to our kids, you know, normal kids. We're not going to let our kids play that. We're not going to let our kids play those games, you know. So where is the issue? Because alcohol and vapes are another issue for kids. But for some reason, ever since Mortal Kombat came out, and this is facts, ever since Mortal Kombat came out, there has been outrage from parents about violent games and gory games. But when you look at the money, this is another thing, when you look at the money, the UK gaming industry made 3 times the amount of money as all of Hollywood did last year. just the UK gaming industry. Just so you can factor in why there is such a focus on adult gaming and adult genre games. So, yeah, and I just want to point out as well, I am not anti-gun at all. At all. I'm not one of those guys that believes that we need to take away all of America's guns. I think what you guys need is some really, really good fucking NHS-style healthcare, so that, you know, if you cut off 2 of your fingers, you don't have to decide which one gets sewn back on. You know, I've experienced firsthand now a loved one going through the American healthcare system, and whilst they're meant to be recovering, they're having sleepless nights because they don't know if insurances are going to pay for procedures. What, mate? What? So don't believe the propaganda that a lot of Americans hear about the NHS and things like that, because I've seen and heard it all. It's fucking nuts. But for me, these games are incredible. They're incredible. Virtual reality, horror games, all of these things are amazing. And then there's the implications for life enrichment. So if you're stuck inside a care home, or you're ill, or you're some young guy that has got some horrible disease, you know, you can sort of escape a little bit to wherever you want to go when you're trapped. They experimented with Wii Sports in elderly care homes in the UK, and they found that the patients that were staying there that actually got involved with playing Wii bowling and Wii tennis, their mental health, everything went up because they were just interacting socially on a fun scale. So if you've got, say, little kids in hospital dying of some fucking bullshit fucking leukemia or whatever, and they can stick on a virtual reality helmet and in almost pure realism go to fucking Lapland and experience some wonder, that's another implication for this. It's very exciting, and anyone who knows anything about game production or where we're at, the Unreal Engine number 5 is where this has been built. It's incredible. And why is this also exciting, I hear you say? Well, since we're in the era of content creation, we're now in the era where somebody could sit and make their entire own world and start making content from within it. We've seen the birth of the VTuber, the virtual reality content creators that use motion tracking and overlay a custom skin over themselves. So when they're streaming, you're seeing them skinned up as whatever character they want to be. That fascinates me and is something that I've always wanted to invest in, because as time goes on, you know, and life ticks away, it would be nice to create some virtual universe to introduce some characters into and keep the streams going. You know, nobody wants to see old people streaming, you know what I'm saying? Which is actually another interesting point, which is intellectual property rights. So we've seen a lot of deep fake adult material causing hassle for a lot of streamers and stars. Do people do that on SL? You'll need to go in a little, I've ranted too long. You'll need to be more specific what you're asking. Second Life. Oh yeah, there's those games as well. Second Life, and it's very old school. You're going to see a new generation of Second Life once the metaverse is fully in swing, where you're integrated into whole. So the metaverse is effectively games. It's game programming where you're going to log into a social world that's created for people that aren't gamers, that can consume that reality through a headset in their phone as a minimum standard. All to make you spend money, I might add. So for example, would you rather be sitting talking in your DMs with your friends in your little group, or would you rather be sitting in virtual reality all together in a room watching something on Amazon virtually together and all talking? Do you see what I mean? That's where we're edging towards. and creating your own universe or metaverse or server or game. I'm really, that is something I would love to do. So from a hobbyist point of view, if anyone's interested in putting together a little team of developers and learning some stuff and growing together and developing a little world, I've got 2 decades worth of ideas ready to go. Oh, right, excuse me. Yeah, California is spicy, man. There's a place, that's a whole realm of its own. There's a really dangerous new drug that's going around America as well. James, you might need to remind me of the name of it. Crank or something like that. Or no, it's not that. It's, what the fuck's it called, James? It's a mix of fentanyl and something else. And it's melting people's skin. No, it's not fentanyl. Trank, that's it. So shishi. So fentanyl, the current epidemic. The #1 killer of men over 30 in America right now is fentanyl, okay? We've moved on from fentanyl now. Now we've got a new compound mixed with fentanyl. It's a fucking stupid name. It's a science name. And this is what is basically being sold now with the fentanyl. And when they're injecting it, it's not crocodile. Again, Tinker, I fucking love you. It's not crocodile. It's not the stuff made with the eyedroppers that happened in Russia that devastated little surrounding towns and was seen as narco-terrorism by the Russian government. That was, again, I think that was around about 2016 as well. And it's not horse, yeah, it's not a horse thing. But my God, scary. Go and just type in Trank in Google and YouTube, sorry, and go and watch the wee Vice documentary. It's fucking scary. And you know what's really weird? Years ago, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's dead now. He done a report for me out in America and almost got killed by a bunch of drug dealers. And the guy that we were interviewing was like a guy in his 60s that had been using heroin for like the last 30 years. And the stuff he was taking was melting holes in him and he couldn't understand why. And it's very bizarre when I remember his wounds and this new drug that's come out. It's mad. But I highly recommend, if you live in America, they're calling this the zombie apocalypse because of what it does to people. If anyone lives in the UK and you know the Valium blues culture, this is literally people standing bent backwards with their knuckles on the ground. It's crazy. Real crazy. I need to get a better Be Right Back page. So, but real scary. But I tell you what, James, if you're free one night next week, round about this time, I'd love to have you on as a guest and talk about all the stuff you're doing. That's finally something we need to do. So let me know when you're free. If you can do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday, that'd be amazing. If not, we will do a special featurette just for you. So, all right, I think I've talked a lot of shite now for long enough. So, what day's tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow? May just do an hour stream tomorrow. Just keep the ball rolling. If you guys enjoyed, you guys seem to enjoy this old content, you know, playing through it. It lets me get it back on the internet in some form as well. So I'll maybe go and find some more stuff and we'll go through it. Oh, I tell you what, Randy, make a room. If Shane, you can make a room. If there's a memes room, make a memes for stream room where we only post stuff that won't get the channel banned. So like no nudity or anything like that. Not that there's ever any nudity anyway, but that room has to be 100% at all times TOS friendly. Then I'll go and look at memes. Thank you very much, Randy. Because yeah, TOS and that. Yeah, it's, to be honest, there's not really anything at all, but I would rather have a dedicated place for if anybody posts anything, I can go and then, you know, I'm on stream and we see it and it's someone else's fault, everyone can go and point and fucking shout at them. So yeah. Also, Black Sheep Ellis and I are going to be launching our first bit of merch. We were talking about this earlier. It's an awesome design, black and white all over hoodie print and shorts. It's going to be awesome. It's got a skeleton on it. It's fucking sweet. So yeah, happy days. But look, Dan, do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Dan says bye. So yeah, maybe we'll do some gaming tomorrow night as well. We'll maybe do some Call of Duty. Right, James, it's in your court now. Tuesday or Thursday next week. See if you can figure that out. If not, give me a day at 9 o'clock UK time that we can start. And yeah, also when you buy the merch and it's a combination, like our combined effort, Ellis makes money, we make money, everything's good. But most importantly, Ellis will be getting paid. So buy all the merch so that Ellis can get some money, because money's nice. I'm not saying he needs money, you know, I'm not saying he needs money in the slightest, but hey, money's good. Tuesday. All right. So RQHQ episode 3 will be James and myself talking about the wonderful work he does, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I'll do a community post all about what we're going to be doing tomorrow night, because like I say, Dan is working. And in fact, if you're working tomorrow night, you'll be all dolled up and looking amazing. So yeah, we'll do a stream and then we'll jump on and we'll do a gaming stream. Because Dan can have a camera set up there and I've got an extra mic, so that's what we'll do. Excellent. Wicked. I like this format. I like this format of getting a fucking topic done and then talking a lot of shite and having some good times. Please call me tomorrow. I need to go over Alaskan Avenger. Okay, no problem. No problem. All right. Freaking love you guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow. And that's that.
Down in the dungeon is all we know, where the shining light, we never go into the open. As far as you can see, it's wasting there on big bright destiny. Don't you feel like breaking free? Open your eyes, embrace what you see now. Don't you feel like cutting loose? Yeah, cutting loose, cutting loose. I'm alive.
Welcome to the secret video at the end of the stream, for those of you who have stuck around. This is kind of like a Marvel film for when you stick around at the credits and you get a little bit extra. Tonight we're going to learn how Pringles are made. Enjoy.
To make stackable chips, they use a ratio of 1/3 water to 2/3 potato flakes, with a little cornstarch mixed in. A conveyor delivers the mix to an auger, which disperses it. Using 4 tons of pressure, they roll the mix into one long potato sheet. A rotary cutter punches out oval shapes. A device pulls away the scrap dough, leaving flat, uncooked chips. The scrap dough is recycled into the chip-making process. The cut chips head into a fryer. As they travel through the fryer, rolling molds give the chips a concave shape. This shape makes them easy to stack. The chips spend 11 seconds frying in hot oil. This makes them crispy. They travel under blowers to get rid of excess oil. The chips get a coat of seasoning, then do a backflip off one conveyor onto another, falling in neat piles. A worker inspects the rows of chips.
Sadly, YouTube have said no and have put a copyright attention on the educational part of the stream, and we will sadly have to end it here.